The WNBA is more successful than ever, so of course there's going to be a strike. Caitlin Clark has done things for the league this past season previously deemed unimaginable. Arenas across the WNBA are packed, TV ratings are breaking records, and more money is flowing in than ever before. But all that success means players naturally want a bigger piece of the pie. League MVP Aja Wilson makes only $200,000 a year, which is 0.4% of the $50 million Bradley Beal makes. The WNBA just signed a $2.2 billion TV deal, so that should help get them a raise, right? Not necessarily. The ladies don't get anywhere near the 50-50 revenue split the NBA guys get, and the NBA's been funding their league for decades, so the switch won't flip right away. But WNBA players want million-dollar contracts, and the NBA's not prepared to give it to them, so this fight is inevitable. The WNBA is more successful than ever, so...
I read a stat maybe last week.
Huh?
Did I freeze?
Oh no,
No.
You said my background, virtual background shut down. I don't know why. I took off. CPU should be okay because I don't have a lot of things playing. But anyways, yeah, back to WNBA. So yeah, the WNBA players, since they saw a high, a record breaking season when it comes to viewerships and jersey sales and everything, they want to break their CBA right now and get a new deal. But the thing is, I was trying to find it because I saw it maybe 2 weeks ago, but I couldn't find it. Even though the WNBA players had a record-breaking season, they were still losing money in a way. And the WNBA players are not thinking about that. So, I think for the NBA, telling them chill a little bit till they make more money to the revenue, and then they can get $1 million contracts. But I don't think we'll see that happen anytime soon. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on the WNBA players? They want to break their CBA deal now and make this new CBA deal.
I think it's a great idea because remember, a lot of the WNBA players, always are the women, they keep complaining in the aspect that they don't make enough money as the NBA players do, but they have to keep it in mind. The NBA been around for a very, very long time, and now that it took them a while to get where they're at the point they are now to be able to pay their players those type of money and those type of contracts. So the WNBA, remember, it's something new, something fresh. I think it came out 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So for them to make those type of massive deals, they got to be around over 50 years. So I think the more they keep working hard, the more they keep getting these high talented female players from college and putting them into the WNBA, the more they're gonna get more exposure, more people gonna watch into it, and the more their arena's gonna be packed. But I think them doing another getting out of this contract and getting a better deal, I think is a great idea for them because the women have been complaining for a very long time. Some of these women, when the season is over, they go overseas and play basketball and get paid more.
Yep.
Why? Right. Because overseas they more likely invest in a women basketball player than what they do here. If women want to make more money here, they need more support from other men as well. That's going to get them going. The problem is here, a lot of these women are investing more in the NBA because it's men, and the men also do the same thing as well. So they have to come on the same level. Hopefully one of these days they will finally come cohesive, come into one unit, and that stop them from pretty much with the money issue. So I do want you to know your thoughts on that as well. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna kill this right now and just to explain to people why I don't think it's a good idea and it does not make sense. So let me pull up my screen. Everybody, this is how much the NBA generates yearly, and I think there was another one that says 13 billion. Look at that. The NBA generates $13 billion. This is why you can give Jordan Peele and Jordan Beal a $50 million deal. This is why you can give our beloved Jaylen Brown $200 million.
300 mil.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. 300 million. Now, look how much the WNBA generates. 200 million. 200 million. And 200, that's how much they generate. And remember, that's not even enough to keep the league open. We subsidize them from our 13 billion. Okay. Don't blame the WNBA. Blame your fans. Your fans is not watching. They're not filling up the seats. In the NBA, we got season ticket holders. We got people who's buying 30, 40 jerseys. You know what I mean? It's a dude out there who has like every LeBron jersey. Like there has to be fan craze out there. I remember growing up buying tickets to go to the Miami Heat. Ever so often, we get a good deal, we'll go to the Heat game. Some average Americans who live in certain cities are season ticket holders. That helps with that $13 billion. And then you got your legacy, what Ron was saying, you know what I mean? The NBA been here longer, then you got legacy teams, LA, New York Knicks, Houston Rockets, Miami Heat, especially the Knicks and the Lakers and the Clippers. They've been here so long that stars are on the court side and they're season ticket holders, box top. So they help to generate that revenue. WNBA, no disrespect, you don't have enough motion yet. You don't have motion. Get some more motion and get all the pretty girls and all the girls who might not be into basketball, get them into basketball and get them to spend the money like they spend the money on their hair, nails, and weave and Brazilian waxes and all that. Get them to spend some money. Make the girls be season ticket holders. Then we can talk about you getting the strike. Other than that, be okay with your $200K.
No, but I'm being honest, like King. This season, this past season, because the season's over, they did generate a lot of ratings because of Clayton Carr and also on Andrew Reid. But
you're right though. But here's the thing: the sports team owners ain't recouped yet. They've been in the negative every year since they had these teams. You don't hear people buying WNBA teams left and right. Yes, I know AJ is the best player out there, but did her team recoup with all the money they had to spend to draft these players and put them up? You know what I mean? This still is a business. The WNBA teams gotta recoup. They can't pay you if your fans are not season ticket holders. You gotta fill the seats. It's simple economics. Fill the seats. Fill the freaking seats up. Girls are not coming to fill the seats. Men are not coming to WNBA games. We got the NBA to worry about. Fill the seats. Get the little girls. Get the moms. The Betty Crockers to fill the seats. That's the slogan. Fill the seats.
That was funny. You said Betty Crocker. That was funny.
Yeah.
For me, Hakeem has right. We talk about fill the seats. You know, it just can't be Caitlin Clark going to every WNBA arena and fill seats. You know, Angel Reese. She fills seats, but she had home games and everything. You know, to me, it's just like, you know, it's a slow and steady. Like Ronnie was saying, you know, it took a long time to the NBA to get there, but it's going to take a while to WNBA player get there, WNBA to get there as well. I think, you know, years where they have really struggled on marketing their players, like a Candace Parker, Sue Bird, you know, and all the, you know, legends, you know, even AJ Wilson, they struggle with her, even though she's the best player in the NBA, best player in the WNBA. You know, they haven't marketed her like they did, you know, Caitlin Clark and everything. Now, you know, to me, you know, they right now how they marketed Caitlin Clark this year, they did a phenomenal job, because when she was in every arena, she was filling seats up. If she was filling seats up so bad that they had to go to a different arena, a bigger arena, so they could sell more tickets and everything. So, what y'all got into Caitlin Clark of her, you know, marketing her, you know, she's a golden woman, the golden child. So, you know, they're gonna try as well to market her up so they can get, you know, sell more jerseys, you know, sell more tickets and everything. Okay, cool, but you know, if you're gonna do it with Caitlin Clark, you know, cool, but you gotta put on this secret sauce of, you know, how you gonna market the other teams, how you gonna market the Chicago Sky, you know, how you gonna market the LA Sparks, you know, how you gonna market the, you know, Minnesota Lynx and everything, you know. It's you know, it's not just Caitlin Clark, which I know y'all doing, which will help a lot, and that's what WNBA did with Michael Jordan. You know, once Jordan came out, they started marketing individual players, and that's when they started marketing all over the internationally, and that's why people wanted to see views when it comes to the NBA. Shout out to you, DJ Triumph. We see you, but what's up? What's up? And so, and the thing is, it's like I get that the WNBA players, they want to break a CBA deal. If they do get a CBA deal, but they get some more money, yeah, but it's not gonna be in the millions. It might be an extra 100 or 200,000, as you can see and everything. But I mean, and the thing is, like, look what and the WNBA player, look what Angel Reese is doing. She's not just playing the WNBA. When she has a rookie contract, which is like $50,000 a year. She's finding other ways to market herself, which she's making a millionaire. She was already a millionaire before she got to the league and everything, because how she uses social media, how she brand herself and marketing herself too. So I think if WNBA players want to get more money, instead of playing in the WNBA or go overseas, I'll take a chunk of what Angel Reese is doing and see if I can how it's hard to market yourself better when it comes to social media. Because if you market yourself on social media, you could get deals. I just saw Angel Reese. She just signed a shoe deal with Reeboks, and her shoe's gonna come out in 2026 and everything. She has a deal with Reese's Pieces and all the other deals. She has a deal with Beats by Dre and everything. So I think a lot of WNBA players need to focus on, hey, okay, we're in the era of social media and everything. How can I market myself? I can make more money instead of try to go overseas, which I know I can make more money. I could stay here. I can brand myself. I could do a podcast with Angel Reese is doing, and there's other things I can make money. Even though the WNBA players will get more money soon, but it's not going to come in a matter of next year or something like that. So I think for WNBA players, learn how to market yourself with social media, and and that could definitely help you out with a side revenue instead of like I said, I know y'all had a record-breaking season. I know y'all made a lot of money and everything, but at the same time, you look at the research, you still was losing money in a way. So it's gonna take time to get that money. If you want to break the CBA deal, cool, but it's not gonna be as much you think it is. And I know how women, they want to get paid. They want to get paid millions and everything, but you have to put in the work like the NBA did. If you put in the work, like I said, hopefully, the next 5 to 10 years. You might see. I'm not saying it might happen, but you might see WNBA players having $1 million contracts.
No, I don't know. I saw a recent clip from Angel Reese. She talked about the aspect of how the WNBA don't really pay her to the aspect, because right now she's staying in I think a very expensive luxury apartment. I think her apartment rent was like 10K. She said the WNBA doesn't pay for her rent. She don't do that. She pay her rent based on endorsements and also doing a different type of revenue, like Jordan was stating. So it kind of shows you that the WNBA doesn't pay. But Hakeem, I'm with you 110%. The fans need to pack out the seats. That's what I keep saying. The NBA took them a while. Yeah. Remember the same story we have with some of these podcasts. Some people see these podcasts making tons of money. It took them a while to get there. They just didn't get there off of one day. It takes them a while.
But
go ahead.
Let me add on to this. To add on to what Jordan say, not everybody's gonna be an Angel Reese. Not everybody's gonna be a Caitlin Clark. Or listen, we don't even know. A lot of people didn't even know who AJ Wilson was until y'all told me. I didn't know who she was. She didn't have enough. She's the best player, but she still ain't had enough motion. These little girls had enough motion where I was starting to see them on my timeline and seeing clips of them playing.
But that's the power of marketing, though.
That is marketing. True. So a lot of these players are not going to be that marketable. Even listen, it's so funny. Even Jordan Peele, when he was with the Golden State Warriors, he was one of the best players, and he wasn't like he didn't have a lot of motion like that. But his name was ringing bells. You feel me? His name was ringing bells. He wasn't in the public eye like that, but we was just hearing about him. And then, it surfaced. So a lot of these people doesn't. So this is what I'm saying. The NBA, the WNBA itself, if you girls want $50 million contracts, if you want $2 million contracts, if you want any kind of $1 million contract, pack the seats up. You blame the fans why they're not coming to come see you. And don't blame men. Please don't do that. You know what I'm trying to say? For us not coming to your shows, we got the NBA we worry about. I want to go see them. My dream is to go to a Knicks game. That's my dream. I've lived, you know what I mean? And I've been to a Celtics and a Miami game. Those are my 3 favorite teams.
People need to take a quote from a famous comedian. The reason why they're famous is because they're able to pay attention to the audience. Whatever the audience don't like, they change it. So the WNBA got to pay attention to the audience. Okay, you see the arena's not packing up. So that means we need to do a better job of marketing.
Yep.
Get more exposure. They might need to go out and do more events. Like they're already overseas, but they need to probably do more than going overseas. They might have to go and when NBA right now, NBA is on right now. NBA is on. Everybody's watching NBA right now. For some reason, everybody's watching NBA. They should be getting involved with the NBA. Okay, let me go to the game. Let me get involved with the players. Let me see what do the crowd like, what do they don't like. But at the end of the day, it's all marketing. It's all marketing. That being said, guys, go ahead, Jordan. You know
also, one more thing I want to add to it. Also, will help you get more money. Make sure to have eyeballs watching the television. If you have more people watching the viewership of WNBA, you will see a lot more TV deals, like maybe NBC, ESPN will have TV deals, which they would generate revenue for the WNBA, and that's how they can make more money. You see how ESPN, you have